Good evening. I'd like to talk with you guys, everybody out there, guys and gals, for a moment about something that I take very seriously and would expect that you should too. It's absolutely something that falls in line with the entire Guerrilla With A Cause intent and the no bystander doctrine in particular. Um, and this is a horrible, horrible thing. But the reality of it is, it occurs all the time, and it's really become a regular, too often occurring event, even in just our little locale between here and Baltimore, mostly more in Baltimore area, in the surrounding area there. There's been two that I know of that I'm aware of just in the past week. And what I'm talking about are elderly people and those who are perceived as infirm being singled out and targeted because of their vulnerability physically by these predators that are out this holiday season and take advantage of everybody's out with money in their pockets, everybody's buying gifts, and no one's paying any mind because everybody's in their own little world. Everybody's on a mission. You and me and the people next door, we all go out and we're buying gifts or in general, or we're buying spirits, or we're going out and getting food, all this kind of stuff. And a lot of times we don't want to be out there and deal with the traffic and just the hectic crowds and every other thing. So we're focused on what we're out there to do. We're out there to get our stuff and get the hell away from all of it as quickly and efficiently as we can. And so we may be in our own little world, not really paying a lot of attention to what's going on. And what I'm asking you to do this season while you're out and about, if you're out and about, is pay a little specific and extra attention, especially towards any elderly folk or any people that would be perceived as infirm or compromised physically in any way that may be out there as well. Because these predators, these unsavory, cowardly people amongst us out in our society, they're out there. And they're out there on a mission just like you and I would be. They're out there with an intent when they left their home, wherever that may be, or they came out there, however they got there, they're out there on a mission as well, just like we are. But instead of out there to buy gifts or whatever, get the food together for the big dinner or whatever you may be doing, they are out there to prey upon our fellow, citizens. They're looking for people that are the easiest target, the softest target that they can come across. That's who they're looking for. And now they're so bold that it just happens in broad daylight. They could care less. In fact, there was one this past Monday where a 73-year-old man was thrown to the ground who was already on a cane, was thrown to the ground by a 19-year-old that they finally called up with and have arrested and stabbed to death right on closed circuit camera. They called him surveillance camera in front of all kinds of witnesses, broad daylight, a busy intersection. Cars can even be seen to slow down and look at what's going on and then continue. So it's absolutely horrible. And I don't want to get into a litany of just, naming all the different ones that have been here lately or just in the past several months. There's just too many. There's just way, way too many. Earlier, or late last week, it was a 94-year-old World War II female veteran, Navy veteran, waiting in front of her house for a ride to go to the dentist in broad daylight, right on her porch. And a man ran up on the porch, pushed her in the house, beat her half to death. She luckily survived just for her purse, and took her minivan and ran down the street and then crashed that, but he still got away. Anyway, now her family is just hoping that she'll be well enough to get out of the hospital in time for Christmas to come home and spend Christmas with some people that care about her. So all I'm saying is, while you're out there, just try and keep a little eye out. And then if you know any elderly folks, any near you, live by you, neighbors, friends, loved ones, maybe sit down and try to diplomatically approach the topic and have a little talk with them, advising them to take a little extra care, be a little careful, although I'm not sure how careful they can be. If they go out and they're going to shopping centers or going to a mall or whatever have you, Now, the way it's been going, it can happen just as likely in broad daylight in front of people as it can happen in a dimly lit parking garage or at nighttime in a dark corner. It can happen anywhere. So kind of keep your eyes peeled. Um, that no bystander mentality, that situational awareness, and try and look out for these folks. I mean, we really are a brother's keeper, and they are in no position today to look out for themselves. And who knows what kind of lives these folks have lived, what they've survived through the Depression, World War II, who knows what. And now this is the fate that comes to them at the very end, when they're not in the position anymore to be able to defend themselves, effectively. I mean, it could happen to you, it could happen to me, it could happen to our parents, our grandparents, or anybody. So, and furthermore than that, we are trying to offer a service to any elderly folks or any infirm folks or any people that are frightened or timid that if they want to go out and do their shopping just like the rest of the world and the rest of free society, they can. If they're afraid, all they need to do is contact us, and we have volunteers. Myself and the Bogman twins, and just the usual crew, and all of you whose names I have on lists that will be more than happy to accompany these folks. Be more than happy to accompany, give them a ride to wherever they're going or ride along with them, whichever they prefer, just to make sure that they stay safe and everybody stays healthy and happy. So it's a small thing now. How do you get this service if you're an elderly person? Well, you get in touch with me or a representative. And who is a representative? All of our Guerrilla family. All of our Guerrilla family. You can do it through the website. You can do it through this YouTube channel. Probably one of the easiest things is just post it in one of the comments in big capital letters. And I will contact you. I'll respond immediately. And I'll contact you, or through Facebook, right? Guerrilla With A Cause. We have a Facebook page, through Instagram. Of course, the website, guerrillawithacause.org, or the email, guerrillawithacause@gmail.com, but you're best off to do it through the comment section. YouTube, believe it or not, is where I'll probably see it the most easiest. All right, so if you see something like this posted, get it to my attention as best we all can. Let's work together and try to make this a happy, safe, joyous season for everybody. All right, thank you very much, and just keep your eyes open. That's all I ask. No bystander. It's not just a slogan on the back of a t-shirt. A lot of things go on around here that you guys aren't privy to. I mean, we're walking the walk. And I know you guys, I know many, many, many of you who have volunteered, and I have contacted a bunch of you, as you know, and you have helped me out in the past when we've had particular problems where somebody needed someone to talk to or counsel, or someone needed, something, and they are in a situation that one of you had previously been in and found your way through. And I've been able to connect people, and it's been working great. So I thank you, all of you guys that have helped. I thank you, all of you folks who have volunteered, and I have you guys all on lists. And if something arises and it's near your proximity, I will be contacting you. But otherwise, other than that, keep your eyes open. Keep your situational awareness working for you and for everybody else too. And let's all have a good time and a safe time. Take care. God bless. And have an awesome evening.